city is. There, they mentioned that because of Bibi Maryam. In Arabic name is Maryam. Even in Hebrew is Maryam. So she might have the name of Maryam, spelling is different, M-A-R-I-A-M, like that. How do you say it in Maryam? Maryam.
Yes.
Maryam. So could be that name which has been changed into Mary. So they say, because of that tomb, which is, they do, there was very, very special lady, very pious lady. They don't know that much about it. But looking at their lifestyle, looking at that area, it's very similar to Srinagar, Kashmir. And Srinagar, the Prophet mentioned, Srinagar is the place of skull. In our language, Srinagar, place of skull. That is the translation of Golgotha. Golgotha is the place where Jesus was crucified. Right? So the same name is given to that city, Srinagar. Good?
Yes.
There is another city actually in Pakistan that's called Gilgit. It's well known. That's also very, elevated place and beautiful, no doubt. There is one city in Afghanistan, same name, but they pronounce Gaf as a Ghan, and they call it Golgotha. The city is called Golgotha. Golgotha, exactly. So, where Jesus traveled, most of the places have been given the same name. Significance. Anyway, we can discuss in detail. I have many other information, and that is amazing, which is not in our, actually, the other day I was talking. Let me go to that one, or should I talk on this one? It's up to you now.
And one question. When Jesus was supposed to be taken away from wherever he was living, there was some fear that he will hurt him. And the other had taken to other place. What was the fear if the person we thought was 4 years earlier died?
Now, Herod.
Yeah.
It is mentioned in the book of Matthew, you will see that he was informed, he was revealed that takes baby, takes son, away from this place because Herod is killing all the sons of Israelites. So he took him to Egypt. That is in the first or second chapter of Matthew. Herod was the king of Rome.
But that person was dead before.
Already died, yeah.
Then what was some reason why he has to? Because in reality, that fear wasn't there.
Maybe something else. We don't know. Maybe the name is wrong. Maybe the history is wrong. Maybe the dates are wrong. If that was a fear, why he was taken back? He should have given his life or sacrifice 30 years earlier. You understand? If he had come to give his life for some noble cause, right? Then why is running away from there? Why God is saving his life?
And why did he hide after he was supposed to have risen? He hid. He never came to the public anymore. He hid. He only went to his disciples, and they never seen him anymore. So why did he hide?
There's two things which I would like to add you, studying on this very topic. That Jesus, when he escaped, of course, I will go someday in detail, but I'm just giving you some, really bullet points, that immediately they found the tomb was empty. Where did they have gone immediately? The reason is, let me tell you, in the book of Matthew, it says, it is only book of Matthew, that the Jews went to Pontius Pilate and they demanded that his tomb should be guarded. He says, Nauzubillah, this deceiver was saying that he is coming back after 3 days. Lest his disciple will steal his body and they'll say he has been ascended to heaven. So already they knew, Jews are ahead of us.
Yes.
Right? So they already think, what could have happened. He says, no, I'm not going to. They say, if you are not going to, we complain against you to the Roman Empire. He said, all right, you take the guards and make it as secure as you want it. He said, if I appoint something happens, maybe you accuse me. You pick up, the guards you wanted and have the guarding. One happened, of course, they guarded. Then one of these councilmen saw Jesus walking. And he saw that he is meeting Mary, Magdalene, and some of the disciples in somewhere, right? In the mountain somewhere. He went to the elders and told them whatever he has saw it, whatever he has seen it. So what should have happened immediately after?
They should have gone to the tomb.
Tomb. You are very good, mashallah. If they go, then what they did see? Empty tomb, right?
Yes.
What they would have done with the soldiers who were guarding? What you are doing, man? They should have shoot them all, right? Why did you let him go? Now there is conversation which is not mentioned. Must have, they must have been angry. Hey, you paid for it. And where's the tomb? I mean, where's the person? Where's the dead body? So they didn't see him. Bible says, book of Matthew chapter 28, that they gave them a large money. That's the key point. They gave them the large money. Say to the people. To whom should they say? Say to the people. While we were asleep, the disciples came by night and they stole his body. Look at the statement. Who is going to give a statement against him? He is a guard, right? Security guard. Hey, you tell the people, while we were asleep, I'm a guard, but I'm asleep. And they took the body. What you were doing, man? So they say, hey, if that news go to the governor's ear, what's going to happen? He said, don't worry, we will pursue it. Now take this story is not completed in Matthew. It is just left. Why they bribed? What for? It means they knew something else. They wanted to shut their mouths. Right?
Yes.
If they tell the people, they must have seen him going, of course. If the one person, councilman, saw him somewhere else walking, they must have seen him first. Hey, he's saved.
Or at least notice the tomb was
Hey,
empty.
he's gone.
Or at least notice
So they didn't want that people should know that he is saved. Because that was the proof that he is the Prophet of Allah. Right? They say, hey, don't say it. Now this news should have been reached to the Pontius Pilate. Right? First the Jews, and then they went. Now the Apocrypha says they immediately went to where? If he is not in the tomb, where should they go? Where they must have gone. Let me see who is the smartest guy here. The winner.
He should have went back to the people. Because he's you know.
Well, you're a loser.
No, I know. But let me finish. If he was supposed to have died for the sins of the people, the people would have
Don't
had
think
to
they are
follow.
Christians. They are not Christians. They are not the believers.
Oh, okay.
They are the Jews. Disbelievers and his enemies, right? When they see the tomb is empty, where they must have gone immediately afterward. Huh?
Wherever his followers are living.
Tell me, give some name. Followers are already apostate. I thought one of you will understand my point. Gee, otherwise you give me $10, I'll give you the answer. But it's up. Yes.
You know, after Jesus had migrated, to India when he left with Mary.
No.
When get there yet?
No, don't go to what you believe.
Well,
Let's go that the tomb is empty. We all are Jew. We went there. We found tomb is empty. Where we should go immediately?
I think
To
to his
find
home. To his home. Go
Who's
to
the
it.
helper? You're on the right way, but not exactly where the point I wanted. Where should I have gone? To whom they should have seen?
Joseph.
Immediately. Joseph. Here you go.
Joseph.
This is what Apocrypha says, that they immediately reached to his house because he was the person who has taken his body. They asked him, sir, where is he? Right? That's the answer. They immediately approached Joseph and they restricted his going out of the town for next 40 days. So he said, I don't know anything.
Matthew's the reference of the
Chapter 28.
28 verse.
This chapter, you find out what the verse is. Don't ask everything. Some homework you should be doing too.
He's the one who was supposed to
That's
abort the body?
yeah.
Because
Because he took the body down.
took the body down.
He
Okay.
took care of him. He wrapped him because all of his disciples, they apostate.
Yeah, they went.
There was no chance that none of them could have taken his body to his home. It was a life risk, right? You can't expect that much from his disciples. I'm sorry. There was only one person, Joseph.
Right.
And they immediately approached Joseph, and Joseph said, I don't know, sir, anything. All right? He said, all right, then you are not going. Then they were watching him for 40 days. They must have searched his home as well, right?
Right.
They must have, then they said that he was not permitted to go anywhere for next 40 days, right? Now, Jews still think that his body is buried somewhere within 30, 40, 50 miles That's why the other day, like a few months back, they found some, and they were looking at the bones and they wanted to have DNA.